All right, guys, welcome back. In this video, we're gonna go ahead and use my custom script to deploy uh, a VM in Azure using a custom image that we created earlier in an earlier video. So in an earlier video, I downloaded the scripts. This my 3 custom script, and we use this one to create the VM image. Now we're going to use this one to deploy the VM from image. Let me make sure it's unblocked. Good. So I'm going to jump back into a little into PowerShell, and then I'm going to run the let's see. Oh, just before I forgot, all this script is located in my GitHub. This one was the script we used earlier to create the image, and this is the one we're going to use to deploy the image. I'm not going to go through the script because it's already been I already have comments in there and examples, so it should be pretty straightforward. I'm just going to go with the process. All right, so let's go ahead and deploy. Let's jump back here. Just want to go into virtual machines. Currently, this is the only one we have. So let's go ahead and run the script. So this was one of the also one of the feedback I got. My previous process, it was a little bit complicated in the way you name the VMs and where you get the details from. So this script is pretty straightforward. Like all PowerShell script, let's get a subscription ID to tell what subscription needs to be on. And what resource group we need to deploy it to. The VHD name prefix. This must be the name you used when you did the image, because this script rely on you using the save hyphen Azure image commandlet, because that stores the image in a certain location. So this script does rely that you've done that. Storage account. Okay, so this was the other thing. Before on the DV1 series, you were actually copying from another VM. But one thing that was one of the feedback was like, what if I want a different size from the other VM? So I removed that option. So I put that option in, so you can actually do like in this VM. Let's do standard A1. And new names. So this is like let's see if I want, you know what, that one was a basic A1. Since we're not going to be doing anything in here, let's go to basic A0, and let's do multiple VMs. So let's deploy 2 VMs. We'll say this one is DV2 VM1. Oops, so, DV2 VM2. And the Vignette name, this is also something that was already put in there. You need to add a Vignette in there because we don't want to assume. So if we jump back into our resource group, this is the Vignette. So you can put it in, you can have the option, let's say you have multiple vignettes, you have the option to select which vignettes you want it to go into. So all these ones that are in there now are required for the script to run. Anything that comes after the VNet, like a subnet name, is not required. If you don't put a subnet name in there, it will just put it to the default subnet that was created, the first one. And also the other thing is NSG name. If you do not put an NSG name, it would create a Windows default NSG for you. So we're gonna leave those are optional. Those are the only two optional things we have. So we're gonna take them out so you see how the script does it. And that's all you need. Again, it prompts me for login. And just log in and sit back and let the script work. Since this is a deployment, it's gonna take at least 10-15 minutes per server. Oh, so now it's prompting me for the username I want for the local server. Yeah, forgot about that. It's gonna be DV2 admin. And that should be all the input I need at this point. Now it's just to let it run itself. So I'll be back when it's done. Okay, so the script is done running. If you can see, if you notice here, most of the time I get this because PowerShell changes all the time and commandless change. But if you can see here, I have two success, basically two VMs created. So I'm going to jump in the portal. In my resource group here, if I refresh, I should see two new VMs and all their resources in there. There we go. I see two VMs. I see their network interface. I see their public IP. Perfect. And if I jump back to my virtual machines, they're up there and running. I should be able to get into one of them and just do a quick connection. And it was DV2 admin. And I'm in. If you notice, it still has my little potty there that I created when I did the image. If I go into C, it has my port query. Basically, it has all the things I did before I sysprep the image. So that's a few things to note. If I go back to my portal here, If you notice, it puts it, because I specified the VM automatically, it specified a subnet for me where I puts it. And you notice there's a basic A0 instead of doing the basic A1, which initial server was on. And also one thing to specify here, since I did not specify an NSG, sorry, even though I did not specify an NSG, it did add an NSG to the interface. So let's see that. Here we go. The default NSG. Okay, so that's how to use my custom script to deploy from a custom Azure VM image. Next video, I'll go ahead and show you how to do cleanup. Thank you for watching.